Everyone, it's James. Despite the dress and the hair and everything that looks like Autumn, um, we're having a rough day. Autumn's audition is at 7 tonight. It's a lot. And I was kind of just in a bad mood and needed a front and needed to do something, so I decided to just record. Bunch of little things. Autumn has, in the past year or so, she's aware of it. She's gained some weight, and most of our old clothes don't fit us. We're nowhere near unhealthy. We're working on it. We're exercising again. We're eating healthier. But, it means we're wearing 90% dresses and skirts now, and most of our male alters won't front anymore. Because of it, we've got like 2 pairs of pants, none of which feel right. They're both very much women's pants. And I'm used to dealing with it. I'm used to wear clothes, but also growing up, we used to wear jeans and t-shirts because that's what we most felt comfortable with altogether. Autumn didn't really start dressing up until it was her and she knew it was her. So I'm just not having a great day. And we as a system are stressed the heck out because of auditions tonight. Autumn had coffee yesterday with one of the women who she didn't actually know was going to be doing part of the casting process. It's always been a family establishment. There's always been times where, oh, I'm casting, but I can't cast a specific person because I know too much about them. They're related. It's too personal. So this woman's no longer going to be able to be part of the casting decision for us because we got really deep, told her about the DID, told her we're not going to hide it. I don't know. I don't remember the conversation very well. Autumn was freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm not in a great place to try and remember the conversation. I'm not doing great. But she didn't handle it badly. The woman we met, she did the thing that a lot of people do where we have the conversation. It starts off with us having to explain what DID even is, and then, her eyes kind of glazed over, and she did that thing where, okay. And she needs time to process, which isn't bad. Like I said, this has happened a dozen times. Sometimes the person comes back and they treat us like absolute shit. Like, we shouldn't even exist. Sometimes oh baby, we can help fix you. And sometimes they're so accepting. Sometimes they just need to, like, process it and it's fine. So, nothing bad happened, but we just didn't get an answer. And then auditions are tonight. Woman had asked if we would prefer it. She completely left it up to Autumn whether or not she shared with the rest of the staff for the show. All people who know Autumn, like 90% of them, but and she was like, hell yeah, we hate having to tell and describe and define. So it's not uncommon for us to tell the husband, be like, hey, you want to go have that conversation and then we'll show up? But that means that a lot of people are going to know tonight who've only ever known Autumn. And she's going to be the main one fronting, probably. We're getting there early. The auditions for this group are somewhat of a social event. Like, they start auditions at 4:30, ours is until 7. They're open auditions for anyone who's auditioning. We're probably going to get there at like 4:30 or 5. And probably going to stay until the last auditions are done. Like, it's a really great environment of encouragement, of telling people they did great, of reconnecting with people you haven't seen in forever. So, but there's just such a wild card now. And I just don't know. And Autumn doesn't know, and we're all just in complete crisis. We are in panic mode, and it's not great. So I was planning on taking a shower this morning. Autumn can't take showers. She only takes baths. Occasionally another alter, mainly me, will front in and shower the body just for speed and stuff, or if I just want to be clean. But she wanted to get clean today before the audition. She wound up actually taking a nice hot bath and spending way longer in there than she wanted. She'd wanted to bake cookies to bring, but yeah, no, that's not happening. But she went outside to get an umbrella from the car because it was pouring, and her husband needed it, and it was like 90 degrees outside yesterday. I don't actually know, but it was hot. That rain? Coldest rain we've ever experienced. She was soaked. Like, she had to strip when she came inside because her clothes were just soaked through. And she was, like, shivering and couldn't stop shivering. So we were like, not cold. Hot bath. Take a hot bath. You'll be fine. And we were going to get dressed after that. And I took over. Autumn needed a break. She's freaking out. So I was giving her a little mental break before her audition tonight. Like, no big deal. So I was trying to get the body dressed. And it's such a little thing. And it's gonna sound so stupid because it can be fixed so easily by anyone involved. But in the house, we have set chores, and the husband has set chores. And one of his chores is hanging clothes. Like, they get done, they get finished, and they get put in the clean clothes hamper, and then they need to be hung. And that hasn't been happening in the most recent few times. So I was having to dig through the hamper to find clothes. Which is fine. But I kept touching his stuff. Like, his personal stuff. Which was pissing me off. Not so much as I was having trouble staying present because of it. I don't need to know that stuff, especially not now. We haven't been married that long. I don't need to know what he wears under his clothes look like. I don't need to know. So it's just been a lot of stuff. I'm tired. I want to have more than one shirt that's mine. I want pants that I feel comfortable in. I want us to have the money to be able to buy these things. I want to have more places where I'm accepted as me and not as a... Like, I know we're all parts of one whole, but I don't want to be just seen as a facet of Autumn. We're all alters. Like, I get that she has more history, but I get that the body looks female and I don't. I can count on one hand the number of people I can call when I'm going through a crisis. Not on the body. We've got people on hand when Autumn's in crisis or when the body's in crisis, but when I'm... Sorry. Such a stupid thing. But a group of Seth's friends does a dude dinner every month kind of thing. And I had just fronted to try and ground a bit and to calm myself down, and I saw them asking about when that was, and I just wish I had a group. You know? I did. We did. We had a small group with our campus ministry when we were in college, and it was a place where we were really vulnerable, where I could front, where I could participate in the conversation, and things changed. The next semester came, it was a different group, there was some holdover, but not much, and it wasn't a place we could be vulnerable anymore. It wasn't a place where I could share my walk with God. And I'm fucking lonely. The guy I consider my best friend moved out of the city, not far, but far enough, like an hour. Far enough that we can't just meet as often. And I'm so scared that we are gonna get cast, and it's gonna be okay for Autumn, but it's not gonna be okay for me. Because I want her to have this, and if that happens, it'll be alright. It'll be alright. She'll have a good time. Not if they, like, dismiss it out of hand. She won't. She won't even participate at that point. But if they only really want to get to know her. But we knew these people. We knew some of these people back when we were masking and didn't know we were a system, and she wasn't the one fronting for those theater productions. I was. And there are people that I would have considered friends who I'm so scared will be disgusted by me. Ashamed. I don't know. It's gonna be a totally different dynamic. We're not all just pretending to be one. I don't know. I just want a good group of guys. Because there are some people, like I mentioned earlier, I don't have a whole support system. There are some people that I could call, but they're, like, I don't know. Like, I could totally call them, but, and it would help. And maybe I will, but I want to hang out with guys. I want to talk with guys. I want to be myself. And we talked in, we as a system have a lot of different opinions on integration and what that would look like if we ever did want to work towards that aggressively. Audubon didn't bring it up. The therapist brought it up Wednesday, and they've agreed, like, because I think the system average we came up with was uncertainty, a little bit of distrust, and just confusion. So they're going to start talking about what that would look like. Not start working towards it, but start talking about it. That way, if we have another unintentional integration, we'll not handle it. We'll destigmatize it. It'll be less of a scary thing. But they were talking about different alters and how they have different... Like, Olivia had always been so afraid of it. I love who I am. But there are times when I just wish I could just disappear. Or I wish I could just make it happen. Either go dormant or fuse or something. It fucking hurts to be lonely. It's not something I wish on anyone. And there are some people I'd wish bad things on, but I'm a Christian, we're all Christians, but as a Christian, I don't believe in hell as a fiery inferno. I believe in hell as a place of eternal separation from God and eternal loneliness. That's how I view it. And like I said, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I don't know, I'm rambling. I don't even know if I'll post this. I don't even know if I'm going to show this to the others. I just needed to get it out. Just so tired. Alright. We'll see how Autumn does it at her audition, and we'll see if I say hi or I don't know. If anyone watches this, bye. Sorry it got so vulnerable. But thanks for watching, because it's so screwed up. But the videos make me feel less lonely, because at least someone knows and cares. I don't know. Bye. Bye.